Hello. 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 Check. Check. Wait. Nice person in the car. Wait. Nice ekor gassane.
వాయిస్ వరకు క్లియర్ వస్తుంది.
అన్న వీడి కనెక్షన్స్ ఇచ్చారా ఒకసారి చెక్ చేయమని అన్న ఒకసారి ఆడియో చెక్ చేయ ఇప్పుడు ఇది నా ఆడియో ల్యాప్టాప్ ఆడియో వెబ్జోన్ వస్తాం
అదే ఫోన్ చేస్తానన్నా. హలో 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 హలో
ఆడియో పెట్టరా? ఆడియో సాంగ్
హలో ఎక్కడ? అవును ఇది ఆడియో
కెమెరాలో కొంచెం నాయిస్ తగ్గింది.
హలో ఇది ఇది ಆಡಿಯೋ ನಾಯ್ಸ್ ವస్తుంది ಬ್ರೋ ಲೈವ್ಗೆ వస్తుంది ఎటువంటిగా ఇన్ మైక్ విండో ఉంది అది ఆన్ చేయాలా? నాయిస్ అంటే వాయిస్ నాయిస్ వస్తుంది. అన్ని పైకి ఎట్టేసాను.
We're going to start the program. I request everybody to be seated and enjoy the program. Please share the link with your family and friends who are not there to watch the program here. Teacher in charges, please check. Please some of the parents are still moving.
స్టేజ్ కనపడుతుంది, లైట్ స్టేజ్ కనపడుతుంది. పెట్టేసిన తర్వాత ఈ లైట్ ఏం కనపడకుండా ఓన్లీ అది మాత్రం పెట్టుకోండి.
Request everybody to stand. The guest is arriving.
పట్టుకో మైక్
Nobody should move after the caution is given. Request everybody to take their positions. There shouldn't be any sort of movement once the caution is given. Teachers, please have a check.
అమ్మా ఫ్రేమ్ చూడమ్మా.
Parents, once the caution is given, you have to be in attention position. There shouldn't be any sort of movements.
ఆడియో నా ఒకసారి మేడం చెప్పింది. మేడం
This is one of the most valuable program in the history of the students, where the students competitively selected based on their performance. So hope you all will enjoy the program and share the live link to your family and friends.
అన్న ఓకే
Our honorable guest has arrived.
It's okay. But actually, this will be.
हम
We
थोड़ा
have arranged this side only, sir. This side only.
ओके सर
Sir, we are. See.
Jai Hind everyone. Good morning to one and all present here. With immense pride and heartfelt warmth, I welcome you all to the grand finale of Toastmasters Club Season 2, held in proud conjunction with the Investiture ceremony of Veritas Sainik School. Let us begin our day by paying tribute to our motherland, Vande Mataram, a powerful salutation that means, I bow to thee, mother. It's not just a song, but a heartfelt expression of love and reverence towards our mother country. Let's all stand in unity and pride as we sing Vande Mataram. To lead up in prayer, I welcome Sirishana.
அண்ணா இங்கே தான் வச்சுக்கோங்க
With hearts filled with gratitude and minds ready for inspiration, a very warm welcome to everyone present here. As the echoes of the prayers still linger, reminding us of our values and vision, it's now our honor to extend a heartfelt welcome to the distinguished guests who have joined us today for the grand finale of our Toastmasters.
along with the help of coordinators and class teachers, will narrow down by looking at their communication skills, and they narrow down out of maybe 120 plus 20. They will filter them and make it to 20. Final look will be taken into their preparation. Ultimately, 6 participants will participate in that class-wise Toastmasters episode. They will be presenting their topic in front of the entire school, and one winner will be chosen out of that class. I'm telling 9 winners, and today is the day to give them 8 winners, sorry, 8 winners. Out of them, one person dropped out, one winner dropped out. Therefore, we have 7 competitors in Toastmasters. This is a process of process. And I'm telling you, I'm ensuring each parent that cadets were given ample opportunity to prove themselves as a speaker and as a leader, grow them in their life, grow in their life as a leader. Coming to the second part, Investiture ceremony. That's very, very important in Sainik school day-to-day routine. The moment you come, one person, one cadet has given an order to stand up. He gave you a caution to sing national song. After that, you have started. Everything is systematic. We follow that protocol in every activity of the school. In that process, we need leaders. We need leaders to take care of the house. We need leaders to take care of the entire school event. We need leaders to take care of our sports event. That's how we nurture the leadership among the cadets. Children, for every one of you, please listen. We have selected your house captain, your sports captain, your school captain in a thorough process. It is not a simple process at all. I am telling you that you take it as a challenge and you keep yourself as a goal that you want to be in your future classes as school captain or house captain or adjutant or come what may. The process is very rigorous. They will be given a competition on SRT, there will be competition on MCC parade. The academics will be taken into consideration. Their communication skills in the form of lecturers will be taken into consideration. There will be a group discussion. There will be assessed how well they adjust in the group. There will be ultimately an interview by our director sir, dean sir, and self, and if possible, chairmen are also joined. Under these process, marks are given, evaluated, and ultimately the best cadets are selected as your leaders. And it is a cakewalk for those cadets who take real spirit and take part in every event of the school. It is not difficult at all. We have seen the cadets who are actively participating. They have excelled in the competition and they have topped. That's how they are given the opportunity to become school captain. School captain becoming is not a show, it is a responsibility. So at Veritas Sainik School, what I am ultimately telling and I am concluding is we are committed for nurturing future leaders. Thanks to the vision of our chairman. Thanks for the able guidance of our director, Dean sir, his expertise. He has streamlined, he has made that this is the process. Thanks to Dean sir for establishing a foolproof system. Thanks to all the excellent men who relentlessly work, supported in this endeavor. All the teachers who made this entire process a correct one. Our teachers, we, on behalf of all our teaching fraternity and management, I promise this is going to be a regular feature of Veritas Sainik School. It is a commitment by Veritas family to all the cadets and parents. Thank you. Without wasting much time, we have three events to be celebrated today. Firstly, our Toastmasters Club Grand Finale. In that, we want to lecture even the little kids. Therefore, even the small kids are participating. LKG, UKG. We believe they are going to come here and they are going to speak in front of you all. An LKG child, UKG child will come and speak for 1 minute, 1.5 minutes. That is the kind of nurturing we are doing. After grand finale of Toastmasters Club, we have National Music Day celebration that is going to be very, very special. Though they are going to present one song, it has got a lot of significance. After that, we are going to have coveted and decorated Investiture ceremony. Without wasting much time, I call upon my colleague Gayatri ma'am to take the program further. Thank you, Jay. Clapping like this is not our tradition. Clapping like this is not our tradition. No. A command will be given, then you clap. Listen to the command. Don't simply clap haphazardly. We are not a common audience here. We are elite science school cadets and staff.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your valuable words. Giant everyone, it is with great pride and excitement I welcome you all to the Toastmasters Grand Finale. Our journey began last June. What a journey it has been. From the very beginning, the aim of Toastmasters Club was not to just help students to speak, but to help them express, lead, and grow. Over the months, from June to April, each class became a stage of its own. We witnessed a variety of speeches with students delivering powerful thoughts, humorous stories, and inspiring messages. With every session, confidence grew, voices strengthened, and personalities blossomed. Through a careful process of observation and encouragement, students were screened, guided, and filtered not to find perfection but to highlight progress. And today, we proudly present our top 7 finalists and the ones who stood out not just in speech but in spirit. But before we step into much awaited grand finale, we have something special, a little Toastmasters. These are our budding speakers from the junior classes, ready to charm us with their sharp and sweet messages. Let's give them a big round of applause and all our support as they take their first steps into the spotlight. To our finalists, this is your moment. And to the audience, enjoy every word, cheer loudly, and celebrate the power of student voices. Thank you, and let the finale unfold beautifully.
Jai and a very pleasant morning to all the staff, cadets, and teachers. I am Anthem Samir Farhan of Class 10E, a proud member of Toastmasters Club. Before we dive into the grand finale, we have a very special segment that truly warms our hearts, the Little Toastmasters. These are our youngest cadets filled with big dreams and bright words. They may be small in size, but their thoughts are something we can all learn from. Today, they step onto the stage to share their thoughts, their imagination, and their voices. So without further delay, let's welcome our little Toastmasters. First up, let's go. First up from grade UKG, I call upon Ritwik. First up from grade UKG, I call upon Rikshit.
Keep down. కొంచెం పక్కన కాస్ డౌన్ చేయి కాస్ డౌన్ చేయి అది కాదమ్మా
Foods like fruits and vegetables and milk are healthy. Do you know apple, peacock, star, carrot helps our eyesight. Milk makes our bones strong like a superhero shield. When we eat healthy food, we can run fast and all day. Let's talk about junk food. Junk food is like a pretty chips, burgers, and cool drinks. Look yummy, but bad for tummy. There are too much of sugar, salt, and oil. When we eat too much of junk food, we feel tired and sick. It's okay. Eat little bit in a birthday party. Let's think and strong. Say yes to healthy food. No to junk food. Thank you, training.
Next up, we have S. Tanvi Thakkar to the stage.
Listen to all. My name is Tanvi from Vanvi. Today I will be saying India's major river system. India's major river
Next, we have F. Kanadasri, also from grade 1.
Jai Hind to all. My name is Tanjashri from grade 1A. Today's my topic is about Nadi Shakti Bandhan Adhiniam. The government of India is preparing to implement change in the political landscape by rolling out a reservation scheme for women in the Lok Sabha state assembly. This initiative known as Nadi Shakti Bandhan Adhiniam is closely tied to the verification exercise that will follow the upcoming census. The aim is to ensure that minorities are reserved for women in 2029 Lok Sabha election. For women's reservation, Nadi Shakti Bandhan Adhiniam was passed in September 2023 in mandate installation over 5 years. Rajasthan leads with 275 units, followed by Maharashtra 270 and West Bengal 237. The growth is supported by the APTAS and the RCT hybrid using solar and wind energy. Thank you, Jai Hind.
Thank you, teacher. Still in grade 2, a bright young voice joins us. Please welcome V. Balakartikeya.
Jai Hind to all. My name is V. Balakartikeya from grade 3. Today's topic is Ministry of Information and Broadcasting announces third edition of Antarrashtriya Yoga Divas Media Sammanfat 2024. This is aimed at recognizing the positive role and responsibility in promoting spread of yoga in and abroad. A total legacy award will be conferred under 3 categories: print, television, and radio, in 22 Indian languages as well as English. Promote national interest and might to promote national interest, security, and unity from the activity. Thank you, Jai Hind.
our little Toastmasters segment with confidence and style. We welcome PhD from grade 3.
Hey everyone, my name is Seshvi. I am from grade 3. Today my topic is about Operation Black Forest. What was Operation Black Forest? The Operation Black Forest was a secret and brave mission carried out by Indian Defense Forces. It was done to protect our country from danger and to stop enemies hiding in thick forest areas. Just like the forest is big and dark, this mission needed smart planning, brave warriors, and teamwork. Mission goal: catch dangerous people hiding in forest borders, keep Indian villages and borders safe, stop smuggling and illegal access, protect the people and the nature living there. Who did our Indian Army with the help of local police and the special forest units carried out the mission. Why is this mission special? It kept Indian borders safe. It showed the world that India is alert and strong. Operation Love Forest, a joint military operation conducted by Indian security forces, meant to influence mass survival movement in India's prolonged battle against left-wing extremists launched on April 21, 2025, including on May 11, 2025. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, Cadet PhD. Now, let's be masters of Veritas Sainik School. They may be young, but their thoughts are bold. They may be growing, but their voices are strong. Let us enjoy their speeches as they speak with clarity, courage, and conviction. So get ready, because the stage is now set for our junior Toastmasters. Fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, today we confront a vital question at crossroads of equity and enterprise. Should private companies reserve seats for local communities? Have you ever wondered who deserves the first opportunity? A skilled outsider or a deserving local? The question of local job reservations in private sector sparks the debate on fairness, economy, and identity. Jobs are more than paycheck. They are promising of dignity and development. But what happens when the promise is out of reach for the local population? In an age of rising unemployment and migration, the idea of preserving private jobs for local is gaining momentum. To help us understand this complex and controversial issue, let's welcome P.S. Jordan.
Jai sir, permission to begin? Jai to our esteemed chief guests, respected dignitaries, encouraging teachers, and all my cadets. Bill 2024 to provide for local reservations in private jobs. The bill mandates the appointment of local candidates in 50% management positions and 70% non-management positions in industries, factories, and other establishment bills. This proposal evoked a sharp response from business in Bengaluru, the Center for Information Technology, Startup, Global Capability Center, and pharma industry. This has forced the Karnataka government to withhold the bill for more comprehensive review. What has been the history of implementation of local reservations for private jobs? The attempt of state government to introduce the local reservation in private sector is a decade-long story. The Maharashtra state government set the ball rolling in 2008 with an attempt of 80% reservation to Sanam soil. The Andhra Pradesh government passed a law mandating 75% local reservation in 2019. The Haryana state government provided 75% local reservation in private sector in 2020. This was held unconstitutional by Punjab and Haryana legislature. Potential in a state by creating costless burden. For example, Haryana's quarterly progress report to be submitted by the companies uprising local reservation implementation. Anchors inclusive growth. Developer skills empowering domicile-based employment of restrictions reduces the job opportunities of workers from the underdeveloped states like PR and UP. For example, increase in the Human Development Index (HCI) gap, threat to national unity. Local reservation fuels the growth of comfort soil, feeling, and breeds the antagonistic regionalism. It increases the friction among locals and non-locals, negatively impacting on the social fabric of the nation. For example, attack on BI workers in Maharashtra against the reservation ceiling. The provision of 75%
the price of privacy. In today's digital world, privacy feels like a luxury, but it comes with a price. We trade our personal data for convenience, free ads, personalized ads, and instant login. But at what cost? Surveillance isn't just in spy movies anymore. It's in our pockets. Our smartphones listen, our smart TVs watch, and even our smartwatches track us. The convenience is real, but so is the silent surveillance. And here's the harsh truth. Once privacy is lost, it's almost impossible to reclaim. A leaked photo, a stolen identity, or a leaked exposed medical record can haunt someone for life. Privacy isn't just about secrecy, it's about safety, dignity, and control. Dear Veritas members, in a world where we scroll, swipe, and share every moment of our lives, have we ever paused to ask, what are we giving away? Our speaker Chaitra takes us into the unseen cost of our connected lives. Let's remember, protecting our privacy is not paranoia, it's self-respect.
Permission to begin, sir. Jai Hind, respected chief guest, dignitaries on the dais, beloved teachers, and ever-inspiring to sway over and see him captive analytical standards. The loss of privacy and autonomy. One of the most alarming aspects of surveillance capitalism is erosion of personal privacy. Many users are unaware of the extent to which their data is used and collected. Even simple online actions like writing a post or searching for a project contribute to detailed personal profiles used to influence behavior. Loss of privacy. Modern digital platforms track users across websites and even offline. For instance, Facebook private and exists on millions of external sites, allowing the company to monitor browsing behavior outside its own platform. June 2019. Location tracking apps collect about users' movements and often without user consent. Michael Corbett in his Independence Money 1977 compared it to a panopticon, a vision, a way people are always watched. It means individual constantly monitored, affecting their behavior and choices. Challenges in regulating surveillance capitalism. Despite growing awareness, regulating surveillance capitalism remains huge difficult corporate lobbying and legal loopholes. Tech gain power or often underlined by regulatory efforts. Laws like the Euros GDPR use data users about but those inspired surveillance capitalism goal model. In conclusion, I would like to say surveillance capitalism is a radical transformation of economic and social order, turning human experience into an art material for data-driven profit. By collecting vast amounts of personal data, companies like Google and Facebook not only predict but also manipulate behavior, often without user consent. This system is reinforced by the collaboration between corporations and governments. As seen in state surveillance program is politically motivated data usage. Attempts to regulate surveillance capitalism are often undermined by corporate lobbying and legal loopholes, making meaningful change difficult. Thank you.
Thank you, Chaitra, for the powerful speech. Former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee once said, Indians abroad are not just Indians in exile, they are ambassadors of Indian culture and strength. In a world that rapidly globalizing, reconnecting with its diaspora is not just symbolic, it's strategic. India is not just a country, it's a civilization that has spread us its roots far beyond its borders. From Silicon Valley to South Africa, from Dubai to Durban, the Indian diaspora shines across the globe, yet remains emotionally to its roots. India's true strength doesn't just lie in its population, but it needs global mobilization. The Indian diaspora contributes not just to remittances, but to reputation, innovation, and influence. Today, our speaker, Ashni Priya, explores how India can build stronger bridges with its global family, just emotionally, but economically and culturally too.
permission to begin, sir? Jai Hind to the Honorable Chief Guest, respected dignitaries, beloved teachers, and all my dear Veritas cadet brothers and sisters. I cadet P. Ashwini of grade 7th B. I feel truly and honored to stand before you today. It's a proud moment for me to share my thoughts on this meaningful occasion. With your kind attention, I would like to speak Reuniting India with its diaspora. In the last 50 years, the global migration has surged, and India has played a central role as the host of recipient and remittances of the country with largest diaspora. India must be blessed with relationships with its overseas citizens. The upcoming 25th anniversary of the High Level Committee's report has led to discussion on granting youth citizenship to the Indians abroad. Citizenship will encourage the remittances and maintain a positive economic link with India. Legal security. Indians abroad would enjoy a greater protection for their property and personal rights. Emotional connection. It would reduce the emotional difficulty of giving up an Indian citizenship and strengthen loyalty to India. Skill and knowledge transfer. Dual citizens would bring their expertise and experience to benefit the India's growth. Identity recognition. It would acknowledge the dual identities of global Indians, helping them feel respected and connected. Legal and constitutional constraints. The Indian Constitution and Citizenship Act make it clear that acquiring citizenship in another country requires dedication of Indian citizenship. This legal framework underscores the India's stance on political exclusivity and sovereignty. This of foreign influence, allowing the citizens could indirectly to empower foreign allied interests, posing a potential risk to India's internal political process. No president for leadership with dual citizenship. Example like the US, where even citizens born outside the country cannot hold certain positions. Example the presidency. Highlight the rigidity of political rights tied to undivided of national legitimacy. Argument supporting flexibility. To not use citizenship. The diaspora's contribution. The Indian diaspora has significantly molested bilateral relations of foreign investment and India's global image. Initiatives like the Overseas of Indian Citizenship OCI card offers every without full citizenship. Global citizenship trend. With the increased mobility of skilled workers and professions, some argue that citizenship lost globally need to adapt to this reality. However, neither go to nor cause to fully endorses this argument for India. Economic integration. The diaspora role in attracting foreign investments. Example, to take leaders like Satya Nadella. Through the agree this does not justify extending political rights. Challenges implementing of dual citizenship. Defining eligibility. Differentiating between NRIS and PLOS. While NRIS is exempt from Indian citizenship, PLOS do not. Global presidents. Few countries with significant diasporas offer without significant constraint or execution. As we look ahead, the question is not whether India can offer dual citizenship, but whether it can afford not. In a world that is more connected forever, over 30 million members of the Indian diaspora contribute immensely to foreign economy and increasingly to India's growth. But our current signal policy, citizenship creates a emotional and legal distance from these potential ambassadors, economically, culturally, and against the diaspora members. This means introduction based or conditional to of dual citizenship, beginning with the economically, culturally, and engaged diaspora members. Implementing strict security and tax transparency measures to address the constant of issues. Learning from nations like Israel, Ireland, and US who balance loyalty with global mobility. In conclusion, I would like to conclude that let us empower our global Indian community, not alienate them. In doing so, we are delivering our national identity. We amplify across continents. The time has come forward for India to step into the future with confidence and vision. Dual citizenship is not just a legal reform, but it's a commitment to our global India. Thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity. Jai Hind.
Julia, for your connecting speech. Now, let's rise the bar higher, because it's time for the voices that carry power, purpose, and presence. We proudly welcome the senior Toastmasters from grade 8, 9, and 10. The cadets who speak not just with words, but with wisdom and will. They stand tall with confidence. They speak with clarity and thought, and they inspire with every line they deliver. So sit back and witness young leaders in action. The future speakers, change makers, and visionaries. The stage now belongs to our senior Toastmasters. Let's encourage them with a big round of applause. My query, when it comes to national priorities, should a country fill its plates first or petrol tanks? Food security versus fuel security. It's no longer just an economic debate. It's a question of survival and sovereignty. Can we power our cars without emptying our plates? Can we grow crops without sacrificing energy needs? India has battled famine, built green revolution, and diversified energy mix. But today, it faces a dual challenge, nourishing its people while energizing economically. Which should come first, food security or fuel security? The tug of war between food and fuel has become one of the most crucial debates of our time. Let's now invite Sri Kumari to explore this topic, food security versus fuel security.
Jai to one another. Just permission to meet each other. Jai sir, permission to begin. Jai to honorable chief guests, respected dignitaries, beloved teachers, and my dear enthusiastic cadets of Veritas Sainik School. I am Cadet Sri Kumarishan, a proud member of Toastmasters Club, standing before you today. It is both an honor and responsibility. I have come here to shed light on a very crucial debate: food versus fuel, or in broader terms, food security versus fuel security. India's growing use of maize for ethanol production has triggered a major shift in agricultural economy. Once a surplus producer and exporter, India is now importing maize to meet its rising demands, putting pressure on domestic feed and food supplies. It has also disrupted supply chains, raised prices, and even impacted soybean growers to a ripple effect. As policymakers consider GMO imports, the debate intensifies on ensuring energy security and safeguarding food and feed priorities. What are biofuels? According to the FAO, biofuels are energy carriers derived from biomasses. Various biomasses can be used to produce bioenergy, including food and non-food crops, agricultural waste, industrial waste, etc. Ethanol. Ethanol-based biofuels are the most preferred alternative to conventional fossil fuels. This is due to the fact that they emit less carbon dioxide compared with them. When ethanol is produced directly from food crops such as rice, maize, oilseeds, sugarcane, etc., it is referred to as 1G or first generation technology. However, when it is produced from non-food crops, industrial waste, agricultural waste, lignocellulose or plant dry matter, feedstocks, etc., it is referred to as 2G or second generation technology. Why is India promoting biofuel production? Firstly, enhancing its energy infrastructure. By promoting biofuels, India can build a more resilient energy infrastructure, lessening its reliance on a single energy source and promoting various renewable resources. Secondly, import substitution. The nation relies on imports to meet its energy requirements. Around 80% of its fossil fuels are imported. Biofuels can help strategically reduce this amount and conserve foreign exchange rate. For instance, India's crude oil bill would come around $4 million per annum. Thirdly, Indian crude oil price hikes can significantly offset negative economic impact or moderate price hikes. Lastly, addressing environmental concerns. As per the NITI Aayog, petrol blended with around 20% ethanol would reduce carbon monoxide emissions by 50% in two-wheelers and 30% in four-wheelers. However, the push for ethanol production has not come without its challenges, particularly in the area of food security. How does India's food security, biofuel production impact the food security of the nation? According to the FAO, crop diversion and climate change are the main threats to food security in the long term. Let us dive deeper into this subtopic. Firstly, crop diversion. The nation relies on first generation technology and second generation remains commercially unviable in India. This means that food fit for human consumption would turn to biofuels, meaning there would be less production of food hampering its energy infrastructure. Secondly, conversion of agricultural land. When the land which is provided to grow food crops for consumption turned to biofuel feedstock plants, there would be less chance to produce food for consumption, meaning overall less production of food. Thirdly, impact on small scale and marginal farmers. As the demand for biofuel production increases, there would be a competition between water, fertilizers, agricultural infrastructure, etc. Meaning small scale and marginal farmers would suffer a lot. Lastly, impact on soil health. The practice of monocropping for biofuel feedstocks such as sugarcane and rice would deplete the soil from its nutrients, making it infertile. What should be the way forward? Investing in research and development. Investing in R&D on second generation technology, non-food sources, third generation technology, non-food and non-plant sources, as well as fourth generation genetically engineered biofuels could significantly enhance its roles without compromising on food security. Secondly, safety nets. Social security nets such as National Food Protection Act are needed to protect vulnerable people against high food price surges. Thirdly, investing in 2G sources such as mountains. Investing when biofuel crops are grown on wastelands with judicious amount of water, it wouldn't have much impact on the food sources which are made for consumption. Lastly, exploring other alternatives. If the nation decides on building an energy infrastructure which is resilient, we need to explore other alternatives such as electronic vehicles or other renewable resources such as solar, hydro, wind, etc. In conclusion, I would like to say that India, like many other countries, faces challenges in ensuring energy security while prioritizing other important aspects of life such as agriculture and food security. Policies aimed at sustainable living should do so without impacting other aspects. Thank you and Jai.
What if I told you painting, gaming, designing, or dancing would be a GDP booster? That's the power of orange economy, where creativity meets commerce. Orange, the color of energy, enthusiasm, and expression. But did you know it's also the color of economy? Imagine a village artisan designs a unique pattern, uploads it on Instagram, and gets orders from France. Or a dancer from Delhi goes viral on YouTube and lands a Netflix deal. That's not fantasy. That's the orange economy in action. And it's growing every minute in India. India's young minds are creating not just art but value. Let's welcome Ayuddin to talk about India's journey into the orange economy.
Jai sir, permission to begin. Jai to respected chief guests, honorable dignitaries, teachers, and honorable beloved of Veritas Sainik School. I cadet Sahil from grade 9G, standing in front of you to highlight a topic named orange economy. The orange economy in India, unlocking the power of creativity. The orange economy is often referred to be as a creative economy, including sectors like cultural, creativity, and intellectual properties, which are the primary drivers of value creation. This sector comprises a wide range of industries such as music, film, art, design, architecture, publishing, advertising, software, gaming, performing art, fashion, handicrafts, and digital content. In the 21st century, these industries are not just important for cultural expression, but also play a crucial role in economic development, job creation, innovation, and social inclusion. For a country like India, which has an abundance for cultural diversity, artistic talent, and growing youth population, the orange economy offers a significant opportunity for inclusive and sustainable growth. India's cultural wealth and demographic unit. India has a rich cultural heritage that dates back thousands of years, emphasizing a variety of art forms, languages, culture, tradition, and festivals. The cultural capital is a strong foundation for the economic development. Additionally, India's demographic advantage, with more than 65% of its own population under the age of 35, provides an enormous pool of creative energy waiting to be tapped. The rise of digital technology has further enabled this demographic to express their feeling on a creative platform. The orange economy, the rise of the increasing access to smartphones and internet have also democratized the content and consumption of content, allowing those in the remote areas to participate in the global platform. As a result, India's demographic dividend as YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, and other digital services have become launchpads for new artists, filmmakers, musicians, and writers. Major sectors driving India's orange economy. One of the most prominent sectors within the orange economy is the Indian film and film production. The Bollywood, the Hindi film industry, is one of the largest in the world in the terms of film production and audiences. Apart from Bollywood, the other regional film industries such as Tollywood, Telugu, Bollywood, Tamil, and Kannada, Kannada, which are also thriving, generating substantial employment for revenue. The music industry is another growing segment driven by both contemporary and traditional artists. Independent musicians are increasingly using digital platforms to reach wider audiences, bypassing traditional gatekeepers such as music labels. Podcasting, online concerts, and streaming services have also opened new avenues for monetization. The gaming and animation sectors have also witnessed exponential growth in recent years, with the country India as emerging as a hub for mobile gaming and animation outsourcing. The country is seeing a surge in the startups and freelancers in this space. The rise of esports and integration of gamification in education and market highlight the potential of this sector. The India's traditional crafts and handicrafts also plays a crucial role in this orange economy. This includes pottery, handloom weaving, embroidery, woodworks, and other crafts practiced by rural artisans across the world. With the advent of online marketplace and government support, many of these artisans now have access to national and international markets. These crafts not only preserve our cultural heritage, but also provide lives to millions. Government initiatives and policy support. Recognizing the potential of orange economy, the Indian government have launched many supportive and promote creative industries. Programs like Startup India, Make in India, and Digital India aim to foster innovation, entrepreneurship in rural orange economies. The Ministry of Culture regularly supports cultural events, festivals, and heritage preservation projects. Challenges facing orange economy. One of the primary challenges is the informal nature of employment in creative sectors. Many of the artisans are working without formal contract, social security, and contract income, making them vulnerable for exploitation and government insecurity. Lack of finance, infrastructure, and digital technology. Many of the artisans now have problem in orange economy. Another crucial challenge is the undervaluation of arts and culture is crucial. Many creative careers are often feel financially viable and social prestigious, which make many young people to pursuing them professionally. The way forward. To truly harness the potential of orange economy, India must set up multi-pronged strategy. The government and private sector collaboration can help in creating a robust ecosystem for creators, including training, mentorship, funding, and legal support. Secondly, India must enter this intellectual property rights framework to ensure that all the creators are adequately protected and rewarded for their work. Thirdly, data investments in infrastructure, digital technology, and internet connectivity, especially in the rural areas, ensure that creativity is not limited for geographical or social economic background. Lastly, societal perceptions about the value of creation and art is crucial. In the conclusion, I would like to say that the orange economy holds an immense promise towards India, offering a path to economic diversification, youth employment, culture preservation, and global soft power. With its vibrant tradition, young talent, and growing digital capabilities, India is well positioned to become a global leader in the creative industry. With this, I would like to conclude my speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Anuladin. In 1976, India hit the pause button on the major democratic tool, delimitation. Decades later, the debate is back. Should we redraw our electoral map? With growing population, gaps between states, the question is not just when, but how. Lines drawn on maps may seem simple, but in a democracy, those lines shape the power of people. In India, delimitation determines how voices are counted and who speaks for whom. It's technical, it's political, and deeply impactful. What if your vote suddenly had more power than someone else just because of where you live? What decides how many MPs a state sends a parliament? Walk us through this democratic balancing act. I invite Krishna Mohan. Jain sir, permission to begin. Honor, honor dignitaries, facilitators, instructors, and all my dear people of Veritas Sainik School. Jai Hind and a pleasant morning all. This is Cadet Krishna Mohan from grade 90. Today, as we all gather here on this auspicious occasion of Toastmasters Cup Grand Finale for the academic year of 2023-2024, I'm going to shed some light on one of the most hottest democratic topics of today, delimitation in India. In this ongoing winter session of our parliament, many opposition MPs have sought assurances from the government on their commitment to implement women's reservation by conducting caste census and delimitation exercise by 2029. According to Nashakti Mandana Adhinayam, women's reservation will come into effect only when delimitation exercise is carried out based on the figures of the first census conducted after the passage of the Act. And this has brought the issue of delimitation commission into the focus. Now, let us delve deeper into the topic. Firstly, let us understand what does delimitation exercise exactly mean and its constitutional basis in India. Delimitation is the act or process of refixing the limits or boundaries of territorial consciences in a country reflecting the changing population. In India, the task of delimitation is assigned to a high-powered body. Such a body is termed as the Delimitation Commission or a Boundary Commission. Now, let us understand the constitutional basis of Delimitation Commission in India. In the Constitution of India, Article 82 mandates the Parliament to enact Delimitation Act and constitute Delimitation Commission after every census, whereas Article 170 provides the division of territorial consciences in a state by Delimitation Commission after every census. And also, the Constitution of India grants absolute powers to the Delimitation Commission. According to the Delimitation Act of India, the orders of the Delimitation Commission are final and can't be questioned in front of any court as it would held upon election indefinitely. Even when the orders of Delimitation Commission are laid before Lok Sabha or Legislative Assembly, they can't be altered or modified. And now, the Delimitation Commission is expected to work without any executive influence. Now, let us understand the composition of Delimitation Commission in India. In India, the Delimitation Commission is appointed by the Honorable President of India and works in collaboration with Election Commission of India. Its members include a retired Supreme Court judge as the chairperson, the Chief Election Commissioner of India, and respective state election commissioners. Now, let us understand the historical timeline of delimitation exercises in India. The Union government creates the Delimitation Commissions once the Delimitation Act comes into effect. Under the Delimitation Acts of 1952, 1962, 1972 and 2002, four delimitation commissions were established in the years of 1952, 1963, 1973 and 2002. But the delimitation commissions were not established after 1981 and 1991 censuses. Now let us understand the significance of delimitation exercises in India. In India, the delimitation exercises are significant so far because of the following reasons. Firstly, it ensures proportional representation of the population. The delimitation exercise provides equal representation to equal segments of population. The Delimitation Commission chooses number and boundaries of territorial constituencies in such a way that each suit would get equal amount of population as far as possible, thus ensuring proportional representation of population. Reservation of seats for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. The delimitation exercise conducted by the Delimitation Commission in India specifies seats in areas with sizable population of scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, and those seats are exclusively reserved for those communities only for their upbringing. In partial exercise, the Delimitation Commission is a panel with legislative backing, yet works independently without judiciaries, executives, and legislatives interference or influence. And as I mentioned before, according to the Delimitation Act of India, the orders of the Delimitation Commission are final and can't be questioned in front of any court, that is judiciary. Even when the orders of Delimitation Commission are laid before Lok Sabha or Legislative Assembly, they can't be altered or modified. That means the government or the legislature holds no right in altering the orders of the Delimitation Commission. One vote, one value. The Delimitation Commission ensures that the sacred principle of one vote, one value is followed. Now, let us understand the criticism that were raised against the delimitation exercises in India. There have been numerous criticisms that were raised against the delimitation exercises in India. One such is that there is no change in number of seats of territorial constituencies despite of increasing population. And another one is that, as I mentioned before, the delimitation exercises was skipped after 1981, 1991 and 2011 censuses. And also there are lot of challenges that are triggering in the path of conducting delimitation exercises in India. In conclusion, delimitation is not just the act or process of refixing the boundaries or limits of territorial constituencies, but it is about ensuring fair representation of our population, implementation of women's reservation bill, and upholding the values of democracy. And this is all about the delimitation in India. Thank you for giving this opportunity and Jai Hind.
Thank you, Krishna Mohan, for the analysis. There is a saying in law, justice must not only be done, it must be seen to be done. But for decades in India, justice was seen only through the eyes of men. In 1937, a young woman named Anna Chandi dared to challenge that lens. She entered the courtroom as India's first female judge at a time when women were barely seen in law. She once said, "Each day I walked into the courtroom, I felt not just the weight of the rope, but the weight of proving I belonged." She didn't just deliver justice, she delivered a message. Women don't need permission to lead. Fast forward to 1989, Justice Fatima Bibi etched her name in history as the first woman to sit on the bench of the Supreme Court of India. When asked how it felt to be the first, she simply said, "It is not about being the first, it is about seeing that I am not the last." And yet, decades later, even today, out of the 34 Supreme Court judges, only 3 are women. Out of 25 high courts, only 2 have women as chief judges. Is this a reflection of lack of capability? No, it's a reflection of systemic hesitation. A system that still struggles to see women as interpreters of law, not just advocates for it. To educate us on such a crucial aspect, Tamil is coming.
Jai Hind to Honorable Chief Guest, dignitaries,
coordinators, teachers, NCC instructors, and all their cadets of Veritas Sainik School. I am Cadet T. Tamil, member of Toastmasters Club, standing in front of you to speak about from bar to bench, empowering women in judicial system. The judiciary has constituted an all-women bench to hear petitions involving matrimonial disputes and bail matters. This is only the third occasion in the history of Supreme Court that an all-women bench has been constituted. The earlier two occasions were in 2013 and in 2018. The Supreme Court hasn't had a women Chief Justice since its inception. Justice V. Nagaratna is expected to become the first women Chief Justice in 2027. At present, of the 27 judges of the Supreme Court, only 3 are women. This indicates the skewed representation of women in judiciary. The disparity is not limited to Supreme Court, but is pervasive at all levels of the judiciary. There are several factors which are institutional and structural, limiting the women's representation in judiciary. Addressing this disparity is essential to ensure equitable access to justice. Let me throw some light on the status of representation of women in judiciary. Supreme Court. There are only 3 women judges out of 27 judges, including the CJI at present. The proportion is 11%. There have been only 11 women judges in the history of Supreme Court so far. Of them, 6 have been appointed since 2014 and 5 have been appointed since 2018. High Courts. Collectively for all High Courts, women judges constitute 13.2% of the judges. However, there are considerable variations among High Courts. 5 High Courts doesn't have a single women judge. Another 7 High Courts have less than 10% of women judges. Sikkim and Telangana High Courts have the highest representation at 23.3%. Lower Judiciary. Women judges constitute only 35% of the judges in the lower courts. Here, the proportion varies from 19.5% in Gujarat to 70% in Goa. 17 out of 36 states and union territories had smaller proportion of women in judiciary than the national average. Let us dwell into the reasons of low representation of women in judiciary. Judicial rules. Article 233 puts up the condition of 7 years of practice as an advocate to be eligible for the appointment as district judge. The judiciary interprets this as continuous 7 years of practice. Most state judicial rules dictate minimum age of 35 years for entry as a district judge through direct recruitment. No one below the age of 35 years can be appointed as a judge in the Supreme Court. Marriage and other responsibilities have limited the ability of women to compete for roles in judiciary. Uncomfortable environment. The environment is hostile and sexist, making it difficult for men educators to grow as professionals. According to a research paper, structural and discretionary bias, appointment of women judges in India, 13 judges of the 19 interviewed have acknowledged the gender bias that exists in the appointment structure of judges to the Supreme Court and High Courts. Lack of supportive infrastructure. The dearth of supportive provisions and infrastructure from college to maternity leave also contributed to high attrition rates amongst women lawyers. In 6,000 courts across the country, 22% of them doesn't have separate toilets for women. And also, many women law graduates are preparing to join the corporate sector. Lack of enabling provisions. When court of the women have been implemented in lower courts of many states, these policies are yet to be implemented in the higher judiciary. States like Assam, Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Odisha have these enabling provisions and have greater than 40% of women judges. What are the consequences of low representation of the women in judiciary? Firstly, it leads to prejudiced judgments. Courts sometimes lack a gender-sensitive perspective, which results in biased decisions, especially in cases of sexual violence. Secondly, there are deficiencies in legal reasoning. A more diverse bench enriches our understanding on gender issues and a more diverse bench enriches our understanding on social realities. Thus also a trust deficit. People begin to question whether judiciary represents all sections of society when women are underrepresented. What will be the approach going ahead? Firstly, we need gender sensitization. Judges and law students must be trained to understand and handle gender issues with empathy and insights. Nextly, we need gender bias task forces, committees that study how gender affects court decisions, much like those in United States. Also, a strong mentorship system is key. The senior women judges and lawyers get the younger ones and help them to grow in the field. As we come to the close, representation of women in judiciary has seen a gradual uptick. However, despite recent improvements, women continue to face bias in the judicial field. Both institutional mechanisms and social change are necessary to overcome the bias and make judiciary truly representative. Thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity to speak about this attention-grabbing topic. Jai Hind.
With that inspiring note, we draw the curtains for now on the electrifying journey of our Toastmasters teachers. Each voice that they caught today was not just a speech, but a spark of confidence, clarity, and courage. But the stage is far from quiet. As a rhythm of expression makes way for the melody of celebration, let's now turn our attention to a solemn celebration, the World Music Week. This Sanskrit song was written by our Sanskrit faculty members, Sri Praveen Patil and Sri Amarnath Patil. It has been composed by our music teacher, Sri Kavaraju sir. Get ready to sing, swing, and celebrate the universal language that connects us without single word music. So sit back, open your heart, and let the music take over.
Veritas Sainik
Now comes the moment we all been waiting for. The time to celebrate effort, talent, and dream. It's not about just winning a prize. It's about honoring the dedication, the discipline, and the dreams behind each achievement. I would like to invite our respected principal sir to declare the results. I also like to welcome our respected chief guest with our director sir, principal sir, and vice principal sir for the prize distribution. I welcome our chief guest, Air Commodore CJH Khan sir, retired, onto the stage.
Before announcing the results, I would like to request our director sir to speak about the efforts put in by these successful speakers today behind uh, the screen. How much hard work they have put in. I request director sir to kindly speak about it.
Jai Hind everyone. Again, Jai Hind everyone. When speakers are presenting on the stage, the least we could do is stay silent. I'm not very happy with your behavior today. To ensure you selected in the coming forward sessions. I know most of them are new now, but that is not a reason to show this kind of attitude. It's just looking at all the performance of Toastmasters, I want to start with little ones. For them to stand on a stage at 4 years or 5 years, I think we have to give really a big round of applause to the teachers who have trained them. That too, they have done it in a matter of 2 days. The station was taken before 2 days and they could present it on the stage today in front of 1700 members. That is not a small feat. Let's give a big round of applause for all the teachers who have been responsible for it. NCC class, Kuru sir. Because it is not easy. It is not easy for most of us. Even for me, till my engineering, I was not even able to talk to few students or few members in front of me. But children at this age, coming in front of stage, standing here without pride, even if their presentation might be little below par or if there are some corrections, it is accepted because the monumental occasion it has been the presentation and everything. And coming to the serious, it's been really hard time for us as judges to try to find out mistakes even though they are done. To find out almost close to perfect set of speeches have been delivered today. We try to find ways to cut even 1 mark so that we can show a result. That level of precision has to be calibrated and in fact we have to discuss among ourselves to discuss the winner. I think they have done a phenomenal job. We have to encourage these students to go on to national level and international level too. And when such competition arises, we are going to assure that the school will be sponsoring for such events. And we will ensure that the children get highlighted on the higher stages as much as possible. And this dedication and hard work is not only for this 7 or 8 cadets who have performed, close to 150 cadets have participated in this program and 70 cadets have participated on the stage and then this 7 cadets have won and the final 2 cadets will be winning the prize. And it is not that remaining cadets have not done their best, but there are few aspects where the winners have done slightly better than the other people. With this, I expect our principal sir to declare the result of the Toastmasters ceremony. Thank you.
Before declaring the results, the kind of push, the kind of encouragement that our management is giving to these speakers, a cash prize of rupees 1500, rupees 3500 will be awarded to the winners jointly to both junior and senior category. And books, we always believe that reading makes the leaders. Therefore, we are giving away the prizes of books only. Books worth 1500 will be given to these winners. Now, the winner in the junior category Harshini with a ranking of 9. It is actually the difference between winners and the second runners is very, very less. But Cadet Harshini stood top of the table. I request Harshini to come onto the stage and receive the prize. I request Director Sir to kindly give away the prize for Junior Toastmaster. She will be given a trophy, book worth 750 and cash prize worth 1750 and a certificate. Congratulations. The Toastmasters in the senior category is backed by Cadet Krishna Mohan. He stood top of the table. Director Sir and our Dean Sir to kindly join in giving away the prizes. Now I would like to invite all the participants of this Toastmasters event, starting from UKG. Cadet Rikshit from UKG. Cadet Rikshit from UKG, the little Toastmaster. I'm sure that cadets of that age would even get an opportunity to speak in school, but our cadets are speaking in front of live audience, closely to 1,000 here in this Mahati auditorium. Cadet Rikshit, come on to the stage, Dada. Come. Good. Cadet Tanvi Takkar. Tanvi. March. Okay, next. Cadet Tanuja Sri. Cadet Tanuja Sri of grade 1. Now Cadet Tanuja. Tanvi. Tanvi Takkar. Cadet Rishit Raipati. Cadet Rishit Raipati is from grade 2. He is one of our little Toastmasters. Next, Cadet Charan Tej Reddy of grade 2 again. Smartly marching. third standard, Cadet Balkartikeya. Cadet D. Hasri from third standard again. Next, Cadet P. H. of third standard. Now, coming to the junior categories of Toastmasters, I would like to call Cadet M. Harshavardhan Reddy of 5th C. Cadet M. Harshavardhan Reddy. Cadet G. Chaitrashri. Cadet Sri Kumari. In the senior category, Cadet Sri Kumari. Next, Cadet Rahim Sayed. Is from 9th standard, Cadet Rahim Sayed. Next, Cadet from 10th standard, Cadet Tamil T. Tamil. And in the senior category, the margin was very, very narrow. People have spoken really well. But as the anchor cadets they told, it is only the recognition of their hard work and dedication. Everyone is a winner, but this is a symbolic one. But of course, everyone is given a Toastmaster certificate and a good book by Ruskin Bond to improve their reading habit. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. And now, it is a time for felicitation. Actually, the man behind the successful running of Toastmasters Club for the last 2 years was our social studies faculty, Mr. Balaji Naik. I request Mr. Sri Balaji Naik sir to kindly come on the stage. There is a lot of appreciation for his hard work because he worked on the ground level. He was also instrumental in finding out the topics, giving the topics to them, encouraging them into to become good speakers, and he was doing all the support work behind the screens. These successful speakers owe a lot to him. On behalf of our Veritas Sainik School fraternity, I would like to request our director sir to kindly honor him with a token of love. I request to Mr. Balaji Naik to stay on stage. We have inauguration of Voice of Veritas book. These are the compilation of all the speeches that were rendered by our speakers during the Toastmasters Club. Now, inauguration of that, I would like to request our Chief Guest sir and Director sir to kindly do the inauguration in the presence of Mr. Balaji Naik. He is the man behind Get the Book. Inauguration of Voice of Veritas. It has come out to be a beautiful magazine. It will be kept in the school library for the reference because the topics that are chosen for these Toastmasters are very apt, up to date, and debatable. It gives a lot of insights for participating, anyone to participate in debate, group discussion. It is a kind of, treasure type. The idea behind this is, I owe completely to Dean sir. It is his idea to bring out a magazine of this sort. I would like to request to be inaugurated. Thank you very much, Director sir. Director sir, I would like to request you to kindly take your seat. And now, much awaited poetry event, Investiture sir.
And now we have come to an end for our Toastmaster Grand Finale. Now I would like to invite Cadet Srinidhi to carry forward.
Attention please, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to appoint our school appointees of the academic year 2025 to 26 with great hope and enthusiasm. This ceremony marks the induction of a new student council leaders who will carry the torch of responsibility in the discharge of various positions of the student council. Also showcase the rigor and quality of instructions we receive at Veritas Sainik School. Now I would like to call the first cadet, Charan Reddy. He is good at academics and sports and also secured silver medal in Olympics exam. Now he is appointed as the sub-junior vice captain. Up next, I would like to call call Cadet Balakarthikeyan. He holds overall excellency award in the year 2022-23 and also good at academics and sports. Now he is appointed as the sub-junior captain. Moving Moving on, I would like to call Cadet Gagandeep Nayak. He is good at academics and also learned abacus in the past few years. Now he is appointed as the junior wing vice captain.
Close. Motion. Rupesh. Upper space. Salute. Hey.
Marching forward this, I would like to call Cadet Vai Rohit, who served as the junior vice captain in the year 24-25 and is a member of Toastmasters Club and also got overall excellency award for his excellent work in the academic year 2024-25. Now he is appointed as the junior wing captain. Stepping up is the dynamic CH Vikrant Gordon. He is an active participator in clubs and programs and also good at communication. Now he is appointed as the Manekshaw House Vice Captain.
మార్చుకో సెల్యూట్ కొట్టి మొత్తం క్లోజ్.
Representing excellence, we have Cadet Veritas Sainik. He is an active participator in clubs and also participated in many programs and also is a member of our school's firing unit. Now he is appointed as the house captain of Manekshaw. Let's now invite Cadet S. Bhavishyalekhi. She excels in every field and also served as a Veritas Sainik police and also holds overall excellency award from the past 2 years and is a state player at basketball. Now she is appointed as the House Vice Captain of Arjasi. With great enthusiasm, we have Cadet Sai Harshini. She served as a school vice captain in the academic year 2024 and 25 and is a member of Toastmasters Club Episode 5 and is also a member of NCC Band. Now she is appointed as the captain of Adjusting House. Up next, we have Cadet T. Ramteja. He excels in academics and sports and is a good communicator. Now he is appointed as the Vice Captain of Kayappa House. As the spirit continues, we have Cadet N. Rohan. He got the best judge medal in NCC camp for junior division and is a member of Toastmasters Club and actively participates in all the clubs and fairs. Now he is appointed as the captain of Kayappa House. As the spirit continues, we have Cadet L.R. Miduna. She holds overall athletics champion award from girls category in the academic year 2024-25. She excels in her communication skills and is an avid leader. Now she is appointed as the vice captain of Abdul Kalam House. Marching ahead, we have Cadet Side, who served as a school adjutant in the year 2023 to 2024, and also is a member of Toastmasters Club. Now he is appointed as the captain of Abdul Kalam House. Let's now welcome S. Bodhana Shrestha. She is good at academics and excels in her communication skills and actively participates in clubs and fairs. Now she is appointed as the adjutant. Moving on, we have Cadet V. Harshit. He participated in NCC level state band competitions and also is good at academics and his communication skills are good. Now, he is appointed as the school band captain. Representing excellence, we have Cadet Krishna Mohan. He served as a school adjutant in the academic year 2024 to 25 and secured overall excellency award for his excellent work in that academic year. He also participated in state level NCC band competition and secured second place. Now he is appointed as the school vice captain. Marching ahead with confidence, we have Cadet Karuna Sagar. He served as the head of Veritas Sainik Police in the year 2024 to Toastmasters Club. Now he is appointed as the school captain. The oath-taking ceremony that awaits us embodies the essence of responsibility, integrity, and dedication. May I humbly request our dean sir to administer the oath.
Thank to all of you. It's the time to administer oath for all the appointees. All the appointees listen here. When I say I, you must tell your name. Cadet so and so, vice captain so and so. Okay? Then being selected for a position of, when I say of, you must tell your what appointment you have got. Like that we continue. Again, once more, when I say as a, then again you have to tell as a school captain or vice captain. Raise your hand and take that line. Follow me. I, being selected for the position of in the Students' Council of Veritas Sainik School, do swear in the name of God to fulfill the duties and responsibilities of my position to the best of my ability and with all sincerity. As a, I shall, by my behavior and performance, set an example that my fellow cadets of the school feel proud to follow. I shall always abide by the governing rules of the school and never try or let others try to break them. Jai Hind. Congratulations to you once again.
Thank you very much, sir. Congratulations to all the captains and vice captains. Now I request captains and vice captains to please take their seats. May I request our dean sir to speak few words.
Garu, principal, vice principal, coordinators, all the teaching faculty, not teaching faculty, all the ex-servicemen, dear parents, and my dear cadets. Giant to all of you. It's a great honor and privilege for me to stand before such a spirited and disciplined gathering at the finale of Toastmasters Club and also in the ceremony of the proud leaders. This occasion is not just a celebration, it is a defining moment in the journey of every cadet who have been appointed or who have been felicitated. Let me tell you, to the Toastmaster in the beginning, I would like to start with the little Toastmasters. The little Toastmasters, the day they represented, is really amazing, wonderful, unbelievable. At this moment, I would like to mention the seed of Toastmasters was sowed by our director with a passionate support by our chairman 4 years back. This was started 4 years back. I am very sure you must be very happy to see how these children are presenting themselves as a great orators. Further, recently he came out with another idea. Another seed he sowed to present the little Toastmasters, and within the 2 days they got ready and presented themselves. I am 100% sure in the years to come, these seeds, these little Toastmasters will germinate into a great leader and great orators. Toastmaster is not only public speaking, it is for you to find a voice and stand in the confidence to express your thoughts with clarity and conviction. It doesn't just come by easily, it is by practice and dedication. All those cadets today, I must congratulate the Toastmasters who have gone through the tough competition, having won in their own respective sections and now competing at the school level is really, I must tell you, you have gone through a vibrant platform. Toastmasters is not only public speaking skills, it is a leadership skills in action, I can say. Therefore, you must continue this practice of public speaking wherever you get an opportunity. Now coming to our proud appointees of today's Investiture Sainik. The status and the package you got is not, doesn't make you a leader. It only gives you opportunity to lead people. You must understand this. Therefore, what position you have got is not earning. You are not earning this position. You have accepted the duty to perform in that appointment. You have to perform your duty with honesty, integrity, and truthfulness, and always be there to your fellow cadets. In the Veritas Sainik school, you are being molded not only for various professions, but also as a patriarch with a special purpose. Every word of yours is actually to inspire in action and carry conviction and carry uphold the values. See, in the armed forces we say a leader is not only heard, he is followed. And that is what you have to remember. As I said, your every word should inspire action, uphold the dignity of the school. The spirit with which this Veritas school is being run. You can make mistakes. Remember, true leaders do not avoid failures, they learn from it. A leader is not only giving orders. A leader, in a sense, is all about standing for others and service first and speak last. Most important thing is you have to lead by example. In the Toastmasters Club, it is not only Toastmasters Club which we are presenting the careers. The whole school is preparing like that. Every class, smallest section, there are speakers, and I must tell you that teachers are making tremendous effort to prepare the children. It is a vast movement at Veritas Sainik School for public speaking. Again, I must thank our director who has been always, and especially our chairman. We are missing him today. He is at Hyderabad, special purpose there. Always, personally, he monitors how the children work. He has got another vision. He wants a separate Diwali for each wing. But we are slightly worried how to manage. But we are working towards that. So that is the passion with which these clubs are being managed here. Lastly, I would like to talk to the entire cadet fraternity. You are the part of the legacy where you actually start morning PT, feel the evening roll call, and you also come to the debate stage. Every step, every moment is very important for you in shaping your destiny. I urge you to make use of this opportunity. Read, speak, question. You have to have an inquiring attitude and reflect yourself. And I must tell you that you are the future of India. You have to face, you have to lead India into next century. For that, you must work hard every day. Do not waste time in any other things. The activities of Veritas Sainik is really one of the fantastic ways you can never be allowed to waste your time. Lastly, I must tell you, leadership is not holding position. It is holding onto the values of the school, values of the family. Again, communication is not only speaking well, it is inspiring well to the others. Therefore, again I urge you, your every action should be sharp, every word should be further sharper with wisdom, kindness, and purpose. Thank you, Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. The vote of thanks is of paramount importance as it serves as a gesture of gratitude and appreciation towards all those who have contributed. Now I would like to welcome our director, sir, to speak few words on this special occasion.
Again, getting each and everybody. So I want to start with a quote. Struggle is life, silence is death. I want to give an example which is right in front of you. So Today, Karna Sahib has become school captain. It is not a one-day job, it is not a one-day affair which he has gone through. I want to give 2-3 examples so that you will understand what brings success. During last year's school vice captain or house vice captain selections, he was not even able to speak single word during group discussion or during interview or exercise. Even though he is very academically inclined and he is very disciplined, we couldn't give him chance anywhere else. But he has taken up as a Veritas school police, and then from that moment, from the last 1 year, you are really amazed to see the kind of improvement he has got within himself. Now, fast forward 1 year, exactly 1 year after that, he was the person who was dominating the group discussion, dominating the interview, dominating everything. So, this is not a success which was achieved in one day. It took 1 year of his efforts to come and land into this stage. So, I congratulate the school captain especially for this very good effort. For NCC class, please. The reason why I gave this example today, because the cadet who wasn't even selected as school vice captain or house vice captain is able to achieve school captain in 1 year. You have to understand what is behind this. If you are ready to put all your efforts in right direction, anything can be achieved. The cadets who are sitting there, you might be having some fun talking to your friends or chit chatting, XYZ. The moment you land on the stage, that is the true recompense for each and every one of you. So, if you are really interested to develop yourself, start by taking this as an inspiration. In 1 year, see how you can change your own life. Sitting there is not fun. Standing here and getting accolades or getting XCC class is fun, is achievement. Understand that and work towards it. And coming to Toastmasters, we have come up with an idea because our assembly already has 3 speakers lined up every day, but the length of speakers was only 2 minutes. But we wanted to make sure our cadet presentation is up till national level. So we have come up with Toastmasters. Yes, idea was mine, but the complete execution credit goes to Hansel because we have seen days where he was even there till night 10:30 to 11:30 to train the cadets so the next day students will be able to perform well. Now it has become a phenomenon where more and more children want to join in Toastmasters. In this occasion, I want to confirm that 2, 3 new clubs have been taken place. Entrepreneurship club, which was started last academic year, which we could do only 3 episodes. This year it will be held continuously throughout the academic year. Literary club will be taken shape and along with science club. And our dream, Chairman Sir's dream, my dream, and management's dream is that on the same day next academic year, the finale of all the clubs should happen at this very stage so that more and more students can get opportunity, get exposure. Winning and losing doesn't mean anything. If you are able to face this stage at maybe 10 years or 15 years down the line, then sky is the only limit which you can achieve. So I expect each and every one of you to focus and have an aim for yourself. Aim doesn't mean you can't enjoy. You enjoy it, but keep an aim that I want to stand here next year and work with a full commitment. 100% next year, I should be able to give you as an example for the cadets who are here in the next academic year. That is success. Sitting and clapping is not success. Standing in front of the stage, getting claps is a success. Try to achieve that success. And with this, I want to conclude. I thank all the parents, all the staff, and all the cadets who have come here and joined us in this occasion. And in online, many of your parents who couldn't come here are already seeing us. Thank you everyone. With your continuous support, we want to further increase the level with which we put our students in press. And every time we try to upgrade ourselves, we are open to feedback. Every time we try to listen to parents and implement new things. Thank you for being considerate and getting everything. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. The vote of thanks is of paramount importance as it serves as a gesture of gratitude and appreciation towards all those who we have contributed to the success of a team. By expressing heartfelt thanks, the vote of thanks fosters a sense of unity, encourages further collaboration, and leaves a attention on the attendance. So, it's my privilege to invite on the podium Vice Principal Sir Shri Nagarjuna Garu to propose a vote of thanks.
Thank you, Jimmy. Jai Hind, everyone. This is Nagarjuna, Vice Principal of Veritas Sainik School, Tirunelveli. It's my proud privilege and heartfelt responsibility to deliver the vote of thanks on this memorable day, a day that marks leadership, excellence in communication, and the spirit of students' empowerment. Today we witnessed two significant milestones. First, the investiture ceremony, where new leaders were entrusted with responsibility, and next, the grand finale of our Toastmasters Club, where voices turned into vision and thoughts into powerful speeches. Firstly, my deepest gratitude to our beloved chief guest, Air Commodore CGH Khan, retired Sir, your gracious presence and for inspiring our students with your powerful words and humble wisdom, your time and energy both are appreciated, sir. Thank you so much. To our director, principal, guests, speakers, evaluators, and Toastmaster dignitaries, thank you for adding stature and learning to today's event. Your encouragement has added real value to our students' journey. Next, to our teachers and club mentors, thank you for consistently and constantly nurturing any minds, not just in classroom, but also on platforms like this, where students learn real world skills like leadership, confidence, and communication. To our student council members and Toastmasters, you made us proud today. You have proved that when students are given space and trust, they rise above expectation. Whether it was taking the oath of leadership or delivering those compelling speeches, you showed strength, clarity, and a character. To the organizing team, coordinators, teachers, front office staff, administrative staff, NCC in charges, ex-servicemen, floor in charges, house masters, transportation department, food department, technical, non-technical staff, volunteers, and anchors, a big thank you for making this day so smooth, professional, and heartfelt. Your planning and execution behind the scenes made everything look seamless on stage. A special word of appreciation to the parents and guardians present here. Thank you for your unwavering support. Your encouragement is the wind beneath our students' wings. A very special thanks to our camera and photography department. You have captured not just a moment but memories. The proud smiles, the confident speeches, the symbolic oath taking, all frozen beautifully for us to reveal again and again. Your work ensures that today's event will be remembered not just in our minds but also in photographs and videos that speak louder than words. Thank you for being the silent storytellers behind the lens. Last but not least, I thank the management and organizers of this Mahati Auditorium, sound department, light department, housekeeping department, and other unnoticed departments for their unconditional support. In conclusion, today was not just an event, it was a celebration of leadership in action and communication in motion. We have lit two flames in our children, one of responsibility and another one of expression. Let's nurture both. As we step into tomorrow, may these students lead us, lead with integrity, and may our young speakers speak with courage and compassion. Thank you one and all. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Before we conclude, let us all stand up for our national anthem. I request everyone to please be seated.
Cadets, no more sound. Southern right. Now you will follow exactly as I say. Day scholars along with parents food has been arranged inside the auditorium. For hostel cadets, the food is arranged inside the school itself. So first the buses will take hostel cadets, they drop them and then bring them back. So according to my instructions, you have to move students, hostel students on the top block right side. They can move out in both the buses. Only hostel students, not on the left side. No one on the left side should move. Only hostel students. If you are day boarding students, ensure you sit in the same place. Don't move out. No one in the ground floor should get up. No one in the ground floor should get up. And cadets in the middle row, hostel cadets, only hostel cadets. I can see Abdul Kalam girl getting up. When I tell you to sit down, you quietly sit down. Next, third row. No one should get up from here, ground floor. Sit down.
you.